Number one, wide receiver.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I read he was number one.
Zach Branch. Running back, Marshawn Lynch. No.
Marshawn. Is that Marshawn's boy?
Yes, lowered it from South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah.
That's going to be a great addition. And Georgia's losing some players.
Yeah, they did. They lost Bear, didn't they?
Yeah, he's at USC. And then another wide receiver, Dorian Singer from Arizona State.
I heard he was very good.
Very good. Put a star by his name. The USC's going to.
Dorian Singer, yes.
Put a
definite star by that.
I'm going
to put that on this page.
They're going to fly high this year. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be good.
The U, offensive tackle, Francis Maega. Offensive guard, Javon Cohen from Bama. It's a Cohen kid, left Bama.
That'll be good.
It's a
That's
good
good
addition
for Miami. Yeah,
it's good for Coach Cristobal. He's a Alabama line coach at one time.
He started for Alabama.
Played at Miami. Francisco, the Mayor guy from Washington State. I just mentioned Florida State wide receiver Keon Coleman.
That's a big one.
Big. Cornerback, Fentrell Sirius from Virginia. Offensive lineman, Jeremiah Byers from UTEP. Tight end, Jeremiah Bell, another guy from South Carolina. Defensive lineman, Brandon Fisk from Western Michigan. LSU Tigers, cornerback, Denver Harris from A&M. Put a star by him. Harris. He's going to be at LSU.
He's going to be their main.
Big-time player. Zay Alexander from Southeast Louisiana. Defensive lineman, Mason Lawford from Maryland. Cornerback, star, Deuce Chestnut, cornerback, LSU.
Chestnut sounds like somebody from Yale's. Chestnut.
Yeah. Oh, so Derek and Kevin.
Yeah.
I seen him the other day. He come over.
Yeah, they were good. I saw Kevin. He's a good football player.
Keelan Jackson, put a star by that. He's going to be he should be on the LSU freshman impact list.
Yes. He was one of them, yes.
Colorado, Miles Slusher from Arkansas, the Slusher kid.
Mm-hmm.
Be a good safety for Deion Sanders of Colorado. Wide receiver, elite. I like this Horn kid from South Florida. I keep up with Colorado's move and who they're getting. Running back, Dylan Edwards, super big-time elite player. 5 wins in the last 2 years. 6,000 yards, 70 touchdowns for Shedeur Sanders. Will be your quarterback. Came from Jackson State.
Wow.
Cornerback, Corman McLean. This is at Colorado.
Do you think I'm stopping you for just a second? Do you think he's going to have a hard time adjusting? I mean, they act like he's not, but he played at Jackson State last year. Colorado's not Jackson State.
I think
not taking nothing away from Jackson State, it's just different.
It is, and playing TCU game 1 is going to be different. But these kids, man, Dean, you got to realize these kids go to all these camps and they play so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it was in the 90s.
Right.
Kids are ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to do fine. They're going to win
4 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we predict 4-8, 5-7 at best.
They win 5 games, and they got some guys now. Let me tell you, Colorado's not garbage. They're not going to win just one game.
No.
I'll hang my hat on that one.
No, I think so. I know he's got some dudes, but
they don't have depth.
Is there a chance he's not their quarterback?
No, absolutely not. There's no
110%.
But when you look at the team he has now compared to what he had in spring, size-wise, they're bigger now. They look like they got shoulders. They look like football players. They're going to be okay, and they're not going to win. They're not going to win the Pac-12.
No. Only they'll make a ball this year, but they will soon, I'm sure.
Speaking of Pac-12, Oregon, Jordan Brunch, another South Carolina guy. He's an offensive guy. Junior Ajalou, another guy. Here's a star next to this guy. Linebacker Justin Jacobs from Iowa.
He's big time.
He's a linebacker from Iowa.
Yeah.
So you can imagine now. This is at Oregon. Linebacker from Oregon. Okay. Mayotu Ugalati. Defensive end. There you go with the names again. Defensive end, Oregon. Tristan Holden from Bama.
He always gets that.
Holden.
I like that. I think he'll help them. That's a good one.
He's going to do a good job.
He was a good receiver.
Offensive lineman, Azuna Coronales. Defensive end, Birch is back for him at defensive end. And in the cornerback, Cole Martin, He's kind of small, 5'10", 175, but he's going to get in there and work. Oklahoma Sooners, linebacker Dawson McCullough, Indiana. Defensive tackle Walker Rouse, Stanford. Defensive lineman Randall Bothroyd from Wake Forest. Defensive back Peyton Boa.
I heard Oklahoma did well in that.
They did. And Auburn Tigers. As of this week, Avery Jones, Eastern Carolina, going to be offensive lineman. Another offensive lineman, Dylan Wade, Tulsa. This kid from Tulsa is not regular, okay? It's not normal. His name's Dylan Wade, Auburn Tigers. And, of course, we know about Thrawn coming from Michigan State. They recruited number 21 in recruiting this year, running back Brian Beatty from South Florida. Keep an eye on this kid. He's a speedy guy. Cornerback Keon Lee, offensive lineman, is the biggest need, says Hugh Freeze. And Keldrick Falk, 6'5", 270 from Highland Home, Alabama.
Wow. We've heard a lot about Highland in the last few years.
Defensive lineman. And the center, Connor Law, is from Miami. And then, of course, Jeremiah Cobb from Montgomery Catholic.
Yeah. He was their running back. Yeah. 1,900 yards.
He was great. Jeremiah Cobb, shout out Montgomery Catholic. They're just 2 hours down the road from us. So, Montgomery Catholic and Highland Home, you got Falk and Cobb on scene. Highland Home and Montgomery Catholic, 2 big-time, 4 or 5A
You heard any more
programs.
Anything else about Hunter?
Who?
Running back for Auburn.
No.
Got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, I hadn't heard anything either.
UCLA, the number one guy in your hearts, it's going to be Dante Moore, your quarterback. He's going to talk about him.
Yeah.
I did a big special on him. You can go back about 2 months ago. I did a whole 10-minute spell on him.
I'll let you know something here in a minute.
Carson Steele, running back, UCLA, and JaMichael Sturdivant. He's from Cal, wide receiver. Louisville. Now, Louisville won that recruiting, number 32. You did a spot on them about 2 weeks ago.
Going to be better.
Thrash at wide receiver. Storm Duke at cornerback. Star on his name. This guy's Storm
Duke. Be good.
Okay, Storm Duke. I mean, he sounds like I'm
going to look. See, I'm going to go. I like going back and looking this stuff up later.
Storm Duke at Louisville. Another defensive end, Kevin Coleman at wide receiver. Now, these guys are from Jackson State at Louisville. Defensive end, the Marquise Groves from Kilberry. Defensive end, Marquise Washington, Georgia. Quarterback, Brad Allen. Defensive end, Green. All these guys are going to be moving up here to play for Louisville.
I think Louisville's going to be better.
The Coleman,
I don't think they're going to win the big.
This Coleman kid came from Jackson State.
Coleman.
Yeah, Kevin Coleman. It's going to be
Kevin Coleman.
And 11 through 20, Ole Miss, TCU, Arkansas, Kent State, Kentucky, Michigan, Tennessee at 16, Florida 17, Wisconsin 18. 19 is Maryland. And 20, this is finishing out transfer impacts on teams. Number 20, Arizona State. Quarterback from Notre Dame, Drew Payne. And their wide receiver, Goldsby, and their running back, Kim, Skatteb.
Oh, my God. Scadab?
He's from Sacramento State. And a defensive back, ex-Alford. He's from USC, transferred out to Arizona State. They recruited 46 ranked class recruiting, which is not bad out of 100 and something schools, I guess.
Wow. So you're giving number 1 to USC, right? On that, yeah.
USC, Miami, FSU 3, LSU 4, and Colorado 5.
Now, I did hear, go back to USC for just a second. I've heard Barry Alexander's great, and I've been hearing, I read some good stuff about this guy, Singer.
And you see, we did Arizona State was last,
right?
Okay, 20, and they picked up some defensive guys, but this guy Hora is a receiver they picked up, and they let this Singer guy let him get away. I guess the Southern California sun is beautiful, and the girls are beautiful. So
they said that they're loaded at receiver, absolutely loaded. They got Jerry Rice's son and 2 other guys back, and they said Singer will start.
Yes, he's got
will start.
Dude, you got a Heisman winning quarterback. You got a Heisman winning quarterback out at USC. We just laid out these impact players.
All right, man. Quickly, I'm just going over the